everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Browns going up against the Seahawks. Not a surprise here. There's rain in Seattle as we're off to Central Field to link up with our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot! Watching that Barney. Go! Blue landed!
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He completes it to Julio Jones. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot and make sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Back to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. action here on first down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. Halfback sent in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jaron Reed in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Wilson, he's got time in the pocket. And got his man complete. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
First down, this is Rawls. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go again with Rawls. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Wilson finding time. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
In motion, the tight end Barnage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go. Ooh, landing. Watch him now, Barney.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Over the middle, able to find Carew. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Win the rep. This is our rep to win. Win the rep.
This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that. And that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Julio Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take...
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. We get a glance at the Browns' defense as they file into position. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Wilson. He's got time. And left side here, it's Graham. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
There's the push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Wilson again to Rawls. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, able to find Carew. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Graham slotted out to the left. Now Wilson on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Shipped together here from the D-line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Spinning past him. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Going to Rawls on the dump off. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On first down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The first down line at the 34. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. In the slot on the right is Graham. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the Seahawks defense working their way back out onto the field. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. And he is picking up right where he left off a week ago. I wrote down, so funny here in my notes, what he said last week. And after we talked about the good game, he said, I will do it again. And I wrote those words down, and he's done it again.
And it's not bragging if you're doing it, right? Because that's exactly what he's told you, and he is getting it done. Smooth in the secondary, making catches, making plays. That's the guy that we know.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop it. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. 7 yards to go on second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Three yards left to grab here on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. There he goes left side. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is if they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stops right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Third and goal now. Maybe the offense. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Wilson to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Throwing now is Wilson. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies, if life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet. No